Hello and welcome to The One Show with Louise Minchin.
And Matt Baker, and one of the most successful female recording artists of the 60s who hasn't performed live for over 25 years and is about to make her comeback.
Yes, it's the singer who pulled all the right strings to win us our very first Eurovision Song Contest. Well, she's shouting it's enough, but it's Sandie, sure! It's never enough, Sandie. Never enough. Now, you look really happy in that little section there, but apparently you didn't actually like that song when you were singing it. Is that right?
Not then.
No, not then.
Yeah, but I've had therapy since.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I've been 30 years in recovery. And no, I've got a new version. It's kind of like sophisticated and soft and how I would have liked to have done it in the first place.
Okay.
So you love it now, but it's taken that long?
30 years, yes.
And when you heard it there, you were just like, enough. You just don't want to hear it at all like that in that
Well, you can imagine I've heard it rather a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, yeah. It's a lovely little bop and tune, yes. And, yeah, we won't, but we'll talk a little bit more later on.
It did. Well, music, like wine, can age either well or become stale very quickly, like jokes. For example, most of us would be embarrassed to think about the first singles that we'd ever bought, wouldn't we?
Yeah, mine was KLF. There it is. Ooh.
Mine was even worse. Human League.
That's good.
Oh, this is great.
Good, yeah. Now then, but what did a million-selling songbird like Sandie choose as her first single? Well, it turns out it's a song about a bird.
I started buying records in 1963. My favourite single of that time was Charles and Ines Fox singing Mockingbird. I'm from Ford's territory, really. I'm from Dagenham in Essex, brought up with a very tight-knit family, very big family, even though I was an only child. Lots of socialising, lots of music around, dancing. I was a really ugly duckling. It was only when I started singing I started feeling beautiful. One of my aunties used to teach me to sing rude words to Cockney songs, and because I was incredibly shy, and it was the way that they could actually bring me out of myself and help me join in, really. This is the vinyl single that I bought many years ago, and it's Charles and Ines Fox singing Mockingbird. Yeah! I just loved the way that they sang. It was my introduction to soul and R&B, and it's the kind of music I still really like, that kind of rootsy music. It kind of really reconnects me with what I aspired to when I was younger, the kind of music I really, wanted to sing. I really understand why I liked it so much. It is just so cool. It's just like this really laid-back kind of rhythm that's so easy to dance to. And I just love what she does with her voice. It's just him sort of doing that undertone all the time. It's kind of interesting and just really danceable. The particular year that really sticks in my mind is 1963, because it was just when things were just beginning to really happen. I think we were all at that time inspired by American music. We really liked all the girl groups, the Chiffons and the Shirelles and all those girly groups. The music then was just so young and so much part of the culture then. It just inspired me. And this was like a very exciting time. I felt that as far as girls were concerned, there was this huge gap in the market.
We meet every night at 8, and I don't get home till 8. I say to myself each day, baby, oh, long, long live love.
I think at the very beginning, a lot of my early music was inspired by Mockingbird.
So you wait and wait, girl, don't cry.
It wasn't the A-sides, it was obviously lots of times some of the B-sides and some of the album tracks that I did. I think I was pushed to have a wider appeal, and that wider appeal I had to do stuff that was kind of more accessible. I regret that now as a musician. As a person, I don't regret it because it enabled me to really expand my experience in the world and in life. But as an artist, I regret it, and I think I would so love to put that right at some point.
Now, Sandie, you talk about putting things right. You're just about to go back on stage again, aren't you?
Yes.
Tell us what you're doing, where you're doing it.
I started off curating
Yes.
a stage at Goodwood Festival. It's a new festival, kind of based on the Festival of Britain, how it used to be, with lots of culture there. It's not just music, it's how it all goes together, fashion and design and all that stuff. So I said I'd do that. I'm doing it in August.
And now
the
they've gently
13th.
persuaded you to actually...
Gradually, I came up with the concept of working with all these different girls and toning men's songs on their head, and just interpret them so they have a different meaning.
Oh, yeah.
And as I got involved with everybody, it was just so nice to be around, and somebody picked up a guitar and then I sang a bit and then it kind of went on from there. So, yeah, and I feel that they're all kind of supporting me and encouraging me.
Yeah. Will you be wearing shoes for that?
On and off. I'm having so much fun with the clothes.
Yeah.
The clothes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I'm having all these diva dresses made.
Yeah.
Because you don't get a chance to do it as a psychotherapist. You just have to wear, like, the suit. But I've got this stuff with big trains on it and everything.
Fabulous.
And I'm reclaiming, I'm not only reclaiming the songs, I'm reclaiming things like dresses. I'm taking back my Brit Girl dress from Jerry Halliwell, who stole it.
Oh.
I mean, how dare she pretend to be the original Brit Girl? I mean, really. So a lot of that's going on, saying, actually, this is mine, I want it back.
And you used to work in the Ford plant in Dagenham, where there was this infamous strike, wasn't there, in 1968, which actually changed things for you, me, all us women working, didn't it?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be earning as much as him if it weren't for that. Yeah, because in those days, you could pay a woman what you liked.
Yeah.
But because of that, and I think only an Essex girl,
Yeah.
especially a Dagenham girl, would have had the guts to do that.
Yeah, well, there's a new film being made about that, made in Dagenham, which is out October the 1st, and you're singing the title track of that.
Yes, it was like kind of made for me, like...
Yeah.
My nickname is the Dagenham Diva. Oh, that's another thing I'm reclaiming. Yes, it was written by... oh, gosh, I've forgotten his name. David, who writes all the Bond movies.
Right.
He writes those themes. And Billy Bragg, who comes from Barking. Barking. He wrote the lyrics for it. They wrote it for me, with me in mind.
Yeah.
And
And
it was
perfect
just...
for you.
It was just amazing recording it. It just went... and just came out. It
Well,
was...
we wish you all the very best with that, and of course the Vintage Festival at Goodwood.
Are they talking too fast?
No, that's fine. You're doing lovely.
I can slow down!
You're all right. Just enjoy the show because.